Hey, what's up everybody? Back again, and this is an add-on to the last video I did. This is to show that freebie stuff that I got from the secondhand store. And man, now that I got it piled up in front of me, it was not a real big box, man. As in, some of the stuff I took out and just put in another one of their freebie boxes. It wasn't just this, it also had some computer related stuff, but it was all too friggin' old. And I know that's why they were just giving it away, man. It was way too old, like Windows 95. They even had some 3.1 software in there, so way too old. This stuff that was mixed in with it, holy shit. This is gonna give me insomnia. As in, so far, I've only started on the pile for the system that I just got, as in the Dreamcast. So far, I've only thrown away 5 of them. And it was because they were just too scratched up and would not load. The other pile, which I have a feeling if one works, all will work, as in they are in the big spindle, well, the little short spindles for CDs, and all of them so far look like they're in good shape. Sega CD. And I've got some rare games in the mix here. Anyways, somebody got rid of all of their backups. And I did not know you could back up games on the Dreamcast. I thought that there was just no way to be able to do that using a CD burner, as in these are just burned onto CDRs. And I've got some kick-ass games here, this being one of them. I think this is Spawn Demon's Hand or something. It's a Spawn game, but it's like fighting, like Tekken or whatever, where you fight Spawn-related characters. And didn't play it, but it did load up. As in most of these, I just popped in to see if they will boot up. As in before I show you these backups. This puppy, nor any of my other Dreamcasts in my collection have mod chips. As in, these are self-booting backups. The guy was doing it right, or whoever had this. Could have been a girl. Don't know. So, Spawn. Looney Tunes Race, or Racing, or whatever. This one had 2 in it. It's got some that are Japanese, which right away I knew that, as in, even that they're for a Japanese system, they've made it to where you can play it on an American one. I think this is Trizeal. Their spelling's not really good. Some of them I can't make out the names, but if Trizeal sounds familiar, that's what this is, and this is Japanese game. Other one, Chaos Field, also says Japanese. Some of them look like shooters, as in I love shooters, as in space shooters, so kick-ass. See, I'll Bleed, and ooh, I haven't tested this one out yet. Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves. Oh, kick-ass. I hope that one works. It's got Midway Classics Volume 1 and 2. I say I haven't tested out all of these, man, but pretty much the majority of them I did. I got burned out. Starlancer, that one booted up. Spirit of Speed. This one looked pretty cool, like old vintage cars in a racing game. Looked fun. Never played it or heard of it before. Frogger 2. Spider-Man, and that's all it says on it is Spider-Man, Sega Dreamcast. I have no idea what game for Spider-Man that would be. I don't know how many they made for the Dreamcast. Death Crimson OX. backup of Carrier. So if that copy that I just got from Jim doesn't work, I got a backup of it now that hopefully will play. This one I didn't try because I've got a keyboard for Dreamcast somewhere, but I have no clue where it is. But I got Typing of the Dead now, which is basically the original House of the Dead is just to shoot them, you type out words. This I think I have, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a store-bought copy of this, so if this one doesn't work, no big deal. The original Dino Crisis. This one, I got it to load up, but I didn't play it yet, and I've heard this is a pretty good game. Outrigger. Cannon Spike. Ooh, another fighting game. Haven't tried this one out. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Hopefully that is arcade. Make sure these suckers don't fall. I don't want to break any of them. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. That game I've heard sucks. Ooh, South Park Rally. Never played that on the Dreamcast. Kiss. Yeah, I don't have a copy. I think I had this when I got my original Dreamcast. I think this is the Kiss game that was Doom style, first person shooter. Not horrible, but not great. So I think that's what that is. South Park Chef's Love Shack. Couldn't spell chefs. Barely spell Love Shack. God damn, man. How could somebody that knows how to do this not be able to spell for shit? I mean, little kids spell better than this. Barely making some of these out. Test Drive Le Mans. That's all of the Dreamcast backups. Like I say, had to throw out some of them. Oh, in fact, I think I got Virtual On Ontario. The only thing on it, I don't know if it's alright or not. It took forever for it to boot up, but it did boot up to where it looked like it was going to let me play, so don't know. Like I said, I have no clue how the hell they can get a Dreamcast game onto a CDR. I have no idea. On the Sega CD, I know those are easy to back up, but I've never had any reason to. But I'd say I got almost. Let's see. I haven't even counted them yet, man. I just looked at the first pile and they looked like they were in good shape. I've got 4 stacks like this and one of these. Full of games. It's a crazy amount of games, and I'm already looking at one that is pretty fucking hard to find. And I am hoping like hell that these will play. I think it is easier to do a Sega CD because old enough, no protection or anything on it to where you can just outright dub your game. Let's see. Space Ace. Mad Dog, I'm thinking Mad Dog McCree. Crime Patrol. Star Strike. Never heard of this game. AX-101. Cobra Command, I think I had that. I think Cobra Command is one of the animated ones, like Dragon's Lair. I think I had that when I had my first Sega CD system. Mad Dog 2. Oh, fuck yeah. I didn't know this was in here. Oh, I hope these work. I used to love this game. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. That's a good game. Oh shit, another good game. It looks like they got all the animated ones. Revenge of the Ninja, Dragon's Lair, Nova Storm. I remember that game, but I think I had the computer version of it, not the Sega CD version, so that'd be cool. Oh, and I got myself a backup of Road Rash if it works. Cool. And that's just the first pile. And if these puppies boot up, man, I will be showing some videos for Sega CD coming up here, man. I am hoping like hell they work. It's got enough of them here. I mean, they gotta work. I mean, why would go through the trouble of this if they don't? I mean, this is a crazy pile here. Hopefully nobody's gotten themselves an aneurysm trying to keep count. Anyways, Afterburner 3. These are all Sega CD. Fink. It just says Sega 5-in-1. I have no idea. Let's see, what would that be? Oh, I know. They did some for the Genesis where it was 5 Genesis games on one disc for the Sega CD. I just don't know what games that would be on it. So there's one that's a 5-in-1. Batman Returns. So cool. Got a backup of that now, as I already have the original of that. Eternal Champions. That was a badass game. At least on the Genesis. Never played it on Sega CD. Ew. Earthworm Jim. Oh, cool. And I got a backup of Dungeon Explorer. That's another great game. Ooh, Samurai Showdown. I've never played that on the Sega CD. Battle Corps. Don't have an original copy of it now, but I did have it. That is a great game. It's like a mech style third-person shooter. Very good for the Sega CD. It's got Lethal Enforcers 2, then Shit Kickers to let you know it's a Western. Man, obviously the dude wasn't a redneck. Cool. Shadow of the Beast 2. Never played that on the Sega CD, but did have it on the Genesis. Ew. Another one that just says Fatal Fury. I wonder which one that is. Copy of Road Avenger. That was one of my favorites. I hope to hell that works. In fact, I gotta look at that. Fuck yeah. Now that I'm going through these, man, I figure if one boots up, they're all gonna boot up. So far, all the discs are looking really good on these. Must have done it and just didn't play it much because they had the freaking Dreamcast. So cool. First pile looks good. Actually, the first two piles look pretty good. So far, I'm not seeing anything that looks like RPG. It's mostly sci-fi type games or stuff I like, which is happy. Wouldn't mind a few RPGs, but I'm really not into them. So, kind of cool that the majority so far is stuff I'd want, or decent kid games. Sweet. I think I played this before. I just don't know if maybe I rented it. Corpse Killer. Recognize the name, but I'd have to pop that one in and check that out. It sounds familiar. This one, I do remember this one. This game, guys, if you ever see it, unless it's like a buck or something at one of the game stores, don't get it. It absolutely is horrible. It is one of the light gun games for Sega CD, and graphically, it's damn near impossible to play. The graphics are so shitty on this version of it, you can't aim good. Anyways, this is Who Shot Johnny Rock. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. Okay, the original Lethal Enforcers. Ew. Supreme Warrior. That one sounds familiar too. That says disc 1. Let's see if it's got disc 2. Cool. Supreme Warrior, disc 1. Alright on. Disc 2. Oh, no fucking way. No fucking way. Oh, setting that aside. I hope the fuck it works. Snatcher. I have never played that other than on an emulator. Yeah, that's getting checked out. Damn. Rise of the Dragon. I think I've rented that one before. Not too horrible. I guess this is the original Chuck Rock. Mortal Kombat, Sega CD version. Not too bad. Oh my god. Ho 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 ho. You're getting set aside too. I've only played this on an emulator and I fucking loved it. Lords of Thunder. Can we say holy sheep shit freaking score yet, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm still not done. This is fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be freaking up tonight, man. Testing these suckers out. This is just fucking crazy. It's like, I love Sega CD, but what pissed me off is by the time I was able to afford one, when I got my first system, the stores were already starting to get limited on the games. So to be able to have these, man, is a blessing to me, because I do not find Sega CD stuff around here hardly at all. This is just unbelievable to be able to find a score like this. Alright, got Chuck Rock 2. Terminator, as in the Terminator. That I had when I got my original Sega CD. That is a good game. Lawnmower Man. I played that on my emulator and I can't get anywhere in it. I don't know how the hell you play that game. Oh, sweet. Got the Sega CD version of Mickey Mania. Robo Elite. I think that's a shooter. It's got good written on this one, which either means he liked the game, or maybe this is a copy that was better than another one he did. But anyways, got Soul Star. I think I remember playing this game. Good shooter, I think. So when you get Bari Arm, don't know what that is. Maybe that's Japanese. Sonic CD with music. Must have fucked up the first time and left it out or something. I don't know. So, complete. Sulfice. Never played that on Sega CD, but that's a great game on the Genesis, so it probably kicks ass on a Sega CD. Oh, sweet. This was one of my favorite games on Sega CD. Maybe it's just me, but I thought it was trippy as hell. Microcosm. And he's got it with music, so another one that maybe the first time he didn't get the music tracks right. So cool, that one. I have a feeling all of these are going to play, because it looked like he tried second times and finally got it right. Ooh, Silpede. I hope that one works. That was another one of my favorites. Pitfall, Mine Adventure. Not too bad on Sega CD. Ew. What the hell? I think this is another one of the animated ones, and I think it's kind of scarce. Time Gal. And this one just says Sonic on it, so maybe this one didn't have music or something, I don't know. Cool. God damn, man. I don't think I need to hunt for games anymore. These puppies work. Or at least hunt too hard. I ain't gonna find them now unless they are in damn good shape. One thing that pissed me off, guys and gals, I'm in Kingman, Arizona. The only other places I can go to that are close enough to drive to without messing up my feet and back is Bullhead or Havasu. The only retro store we had was in Bullhead City. Replay Games, out of business. So now I gotta do like everyone else in town, like Jim, and rely on other people for getting my retro stuff. Because I was getting some Sega CD and other CD-based games from them occasionally for older systems. And I don't know what happened. They didn't have a sign on their door or anything, so they didn't move to another area. They just outright went out of business. Okay, now that we're getting past 20 minutes here, I'm on my last pile. Double Switch. Wolfchild. Recognize either of those. This one I think is I think this is an RPG. Lunar 2. Star Wars something. Got Star Wars RA. I'll have to pop that in to find out which one it is. Heart of the Alien. Midnight Raiders. Wild Woody. Flashback. God damn, this guy's spelling is bad. Another copy of the Terminator that says with sound. Ooh, Final Fight. Another one I want to set aside. I used to play that at the arcade. That's it. One killer freaking pile of games, man. Like I say, I'll start testing them all out, see what ones work, what ones don't work, and we may have some freaking gameplay videos coming up here, guys and gals, of both systems. Because like I say, I started on the Dreamcast, and so far I've only thrown away 5 of them, and all those other ones seem to boot up, other than the ones that I was saying I didn't check it out yet or whatever. So I will keep doing that until I go through all of them and make sure they all fire up at least. Only thing that would have really added to the heart attack, man, is if they were all store-bought. I don't mind having copies, even if some of them may not be perfect, man, but I'd rather have the store-bought versions. I'm a collector. I want to have the ones with the graphics on the disc and the book and all that stuff, but very cool. Very cool. This is why, man, when you go to yard sales, junk stores, thrift stops, and they got boxes sitting out that just say free on it, and just miscellaneous, even if it looks like junk, as long as it's piled up to where it's layers of stuff, go through them. You never know what the hell they're throwing out. Say the guy he didn't know what to do with this stuff. Because it's all copies. He didn't want to sell it to somebody because they'd bring it back if they didn't work and demand their money back. So it was rather, I don't want to have to go through that bullshit. I'll just give it away. So, right place at the right time. See y'all in the next vid.